No. Oh, no. Don't make me do this, please. Oh, God damn you. Why did I do this retrospective?
Oh, no. No.
Okay. Batman and Robin. Seriously, if you thought this was bad,
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
wait until you get a load of this.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
So because of how big of a smash hit Batman Forever was, the people down at DC and Warner Brothers were just like, hey, this Joel Schumacher here is a real moneymaker, see? And kids love these movies because it doesn't come from Tim Burton's fucked up head. So let's give him the next one. And give him the next one they did. Joel Schumacher was put on to direct the next movie titled Batman and Robin. And the result was one of the worst movies ever made, and basically the death of a franchise for many years. Chris O'Donnell returns as Robin, but Val Kilmer was smart enough to stay out of this shit, so we have a new Batman, but sadly it's George Clooney. Now I'm gonna be honest, Clooney did and still does have the potential to play a really good Batman. He's a fantastic actor, and I could definitely see him doing stuff like The Dark Knight Returns, playing like an old man Batman now who's a badass. And I just really think he needs a second chance, because did he do good in this one? Sadly, no. I think he just kind of phoned it in. I think he knew what kind of shit he was roped into and, just wanted to get it over with as fast as possible. And could you blame him? No. You can't when you do shit like this.
$1 million.
$2 million.
You don't have it. $3 million.
I'll borrow it from you. $4 million.
$5 million.
That's a utility belt, not a money belt. $6 million.
$7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
A bad credit card, you bastards! I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you! All of you will die! You'll get that cat!
Then there's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, and everyone knows he has no character. He's just a walking, talking pun machine.
The Iceman cometh. You are not sending me to the corner. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Stay cool, bird boy. Can you be cold, Batman?
Breezy. I'm feeling hot.
I find that unlikely.
Ooh. Talk about your cold shoulder.
Frosty!
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Ten Below. Ding, ding! Call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch.
Come on, sing! Louder, come on, sing, sing, sing! Come on! Yes, come on, louder!
Oh yeah, and this whole time he has a wife dying of some disease, which is very close to the animated series, and in the animated series is very dramatic and sad. But, instead of being a complete fucking douche nozzle and singing I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow, why don't you try finding a fucking cure? And it just so happens that Alfred is suffering from the early stages of the same disease, and once Batman fucking defeats Mr. Freeze, he gives him a cure. Of course, it's not for the way his wife is now, but it's for the early stages, so if it's really that bad, why didn't you try using it before it got really bad on his wife? And don't tell me it's explained in the fucking movie, because who the fuck is paying attention to this dumbass shit? And then Bane's in this movie, and if you're expecting him to be like this...
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Then you're sorely mistaken. In fact, he's more like this.
Slim, help me! Lenny! Let go! Jesus. You told me to, George. You told me to.
Then there's Poison Ivy, played by Uma Thurman? One of my favorite actresses of all time? This movie is shit, this movie is crap, this movie is poop, this movie is caca, it's balls, it sucks ass. Just don't do yourself a favor, don't watch it, especially if you're a hardcore Batman fan. If you have to watch everything involving the Caped Crusader and you hadn't seen this already, do yourself a favor and don't. Go see the better Batman movie that came out that year, which was Mask of the Phantasm, because this movie will fucking kill you inside if you watch it. Just, God will hate you forever if you watch this fucking movie. Just do yourself a favor, just never watch it. Just don't do anything. Don't even look at the cover. Don't even consider picking up the DVD. Don't consider Netflixing it. Don't consider doing anything except fucking destroying it. Was that a little harsh for you? Well, then there's something I have to mention.
If there's anybody watching this that, let's say, loved Batman Forever and went into Batman and Robin with great anticipation, if I disappointed them in any way, then I really want to apologize, because it wasn't my intention. My intention was just to entertain them.
Joel Schumacher came out and apologized for it, and you know what? Yeah, you made a mistake, Joel. But, you know what? Like, that took balls, man. And I respect you for coming out and saying, yes, I've made a mistake, and if I offended anybody or hurt anybody, I'm sorry. And I know I just went on that big rant, but not a lot of filmmakers and directors do that. So I give you a great amount of respect for that. I mean, if George Lucas came out and said, yes, I made a mistake and I apologize and I'll put everything back to normal, that would have flipped my world upside down and made me the happiest man in the world. But I know that's never going to happen. So, if you're watching, and I know for a fact you're probably not, but Joel Schumacher, if you're watching, I forgive you. And let's be honest, without Joel Schumacher, Nolanizing probably wouldn't be a thing. The end.